Good morning and welcome to Rogers Gardens. I'm Lynda, one of your indoor plant specialists. You'll find me here with the rest of the team right here in the garden rooms. I'm talking about specimen plants, or large trees and plants. We have a lot of them here in Rogers Gardens in the garden rooms. As an example, I've pulled a few of the architectural shapes for you today, the Dracaena compacta and a smaller Dracaena. And by contrast, you can see the difference in their leaves, the darker leaves and sort of the taller style with the larger palms on the plant, as opposed to the smaller Dracaenas. Both are architectural, but by contrast, varying difference in color. It's a slow growing South African tree, requires medium to low light. And a really good tip is to rotate this tree once a week or once every month to keep its shape. Another very popular specimen plant that we carry here in the garden rooms is the Ficus lyrata or fiddle-leaf fig, very architectural style plants. And there's two that I've pulled for you at the moment. One is the tall columns plant with different tall columns in it. And the second is a lollipop style plant where most of the leaves grow up at the top. A watering tip for the fiddle-leaf fig would be to wait for the top crust of the soil to dry out and then give the entire plant a water. Another beautiful specimen plant that we have here in the garden rooms is the China doll plant. The China doll plant is actually a plant, but it grows like a tree. It really fills up space in a room. Beautiful, delicate leaves, shiny green leaves. And one great tip for the China doll plant is that it doesn't like change. So once you find a spot for it, sort of moderate temperature, good light, no direct sun, it'll really thrive for you. Another hugely popular plant that we have here in the garden rooms is the bromeliads. The bromeliads are a tough, colorful, excellent indoor houseplant. And there are a few tips in growing bromeliads. One especially is when you water the bromeliads, you need to water in the cups of the plant, not actually in the direct soil of the plant, just to avoid root rot. In addition, because it is a tropical plant, they do need a bit of moisture in the air. So if you leave an open bowl of water somewhere in the room, that does add to the humidity and they will thrive in that environment. Another beautiful architectural plant we have here in the garden rooms is known as the ZZ plant. So if you come in looking for it, just ask for the ZZ plant. The ZZ plant is special in that it requires very little attention. And if you're not around a lot or you travel a lot, this is the plant for you. It requires very low light and very low watering. It's known as the brown thumb plant. So you can do very little to it for long periods of time and it stays looking beautiful, architectural, long green leaves, and it's just a terrific plant. Another die-hard houseplant that we have here in the garden rooms that's very popular is the Sansevieria. It's also called the snake plant or the mother-in-law's tongue plant. It's a very strong indoor or outdoor houseplant, and it's also one of our clean air plants. We have a number of them that are actually more efficient at cleaning the air. It's a plant that requires very low attention, but is also architectural and comes in a variety of colors and variegations. So come visit us here in the garden rooms in Rogers Gardens to find all of your specimen plants and fill your home with clean air. Rogers Gardens brings beauty into your home and garden.